because a child can take that superhero and that power animal, or that they can take that with them from home to home, and it can be something that is a commonality between those two spaces. And then in the larger family unit that they call home, which is sometimes two homes, right?
I like that there was a family therapist, and the child was having so, it was so difficult for the child to move from one home to the other, and it was a nuisance. The kid was a nuisance when he was returning to mother or returning to father. I
Either
don't
way, yeah.
remember. Either way, it can be both ways too, huh?
Right.
Anyway, so the therapist said that the reason for this for being so difficult is that the body has moved houses, but the soul has not yet.
That's powerful right there. Let's all pause and think about that. That was powerful.
So when the body is now the body is at mom's place, the body and the soul were at dad's place. Now the body is at mom's place, but the soul is like halfway in between. Has
Wow, that's so interesting to consider. And we've all had
has
that experience when we've gone on a vacation or something, and we come home and we're getting ready for work the next day, and we're
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still over there on vacation. Why am I going to work today?
Half your soul is still there, so to say, metaphorically speaking. And so the therapist said you have to have a hat, like a cap that you're wearing. Could be a scarf just as well. It doesn't matter what it is. But anyway, then you keep it on until your soul has arrived.
Oh, how sweet is that? I love that. That is
So
so
your
sweet.
mom will know that you are not, that
Yeah.
your soul has not yet arrived,
Yes.
and she will leave you alone.
And the kid will be like, give me a minute. It's like a visual way of them kind of knowing, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then people don't get so nervous about it. And what has your daddy done with you again? You haven't been sleeping well, and you
Right.
haven't been eating well. See what you are behaving like that. And then they, start to shout, or even if
Not
they don't
helpful.
say
Yeah, not
anything.
helpful. Well,
Yeah,
I love that. That is the sweetest thing. I cannot believe how much we've covered, and this time has just flown by. And from just understanding that there are a lot of pressures that are put on us and questions about how can we raise our kids in the right way, and being able to have our eyes open that there are approaches that can bring collaboration to all of our kids, and more than that, help them be excited about learning, specifically learning skills rather than holding on to problems. And I so appreciate you clarifying so many of these common concepts that I speak about quite frequently, and just getting such a fresh outlook on it. Thank you for doing that.
my pleasure. My
What I'd
pleasure.
love to know is where can you be? Where's the place that we can go on social media to find you? Do you have some books if people are interested? What Tell us about where we can find you.
I'm quite easy to find. You just put my name on Google and you find my YouTube channel and you find the books that I have been writing. And of course, you find my website, www.benfurman.com.
Well, how about if I just put that in the show notes? I'll just
That would be
put
nice.
your website, right, and then from there they can explore. It's fun, actually. It's a little time
Yeah.
out for our brain when we explore these new things, and I thank you. And what we're going to do is we're going to practice these things. One thing I always do on my podcast is I give solution focused exercises. And I let my parents walk away with an exercise that they can practice based on what our conversation. Now, I'm putting you on the spot. If not, I'm going to listen back to this and think of amazing practice. But do you have something that you might say, hey guys, let's practice this week?
Yeah, there are many exercises that we do in parenting classes and so on, but one of the popular ones that most people like is called triple praise.
Okay.
Do you know it? Uh,
Well, share it with us.
It's a fun exercise. It's based on the idea of catch them doing good, and you do it. You don't do it only with your kids. You have to do it with your husband or wife or your partner or whoever you happen to be with. And then you catch them doing good, or you ask them like, "What have you done this week or today that went well, that you are proud of, that succeed?" It's like small everyday successes. You observe them having a successful something, maybe they helped you in the kitchen, or they cleaned their room, or they did their homework without you having to bribe them or threaten them with huge punishments. No, but not
Oh,
punishment,
we
only
got cured of that.
consequences.
Yes, even
Only
consequences. We're
consequence.
getting rid
Only.
of that.
So then you catch them doing good, like I think you say there in America, which is a lovely expression, and then or you ask them what they have done, and when they tell you, you are like all ears, and or if you tell them, you mention what you saw that they did, and then you do the triple praise. It's naturally consisting of three compartments, and the first one is exclamation of wonder. That means you say something like, "Wow, well done, good job, I'm amazed, I can't believe it, I'm impressed." And then you combine to this exclamation of wonder some hand signal. It can be a high five or a fist bump or a tap on the shoulder or whatever you can. Maybe the Facebook sign, the thumbs up sign. Anyway, that's it. So you don't have to say anything. Particularly with teenagers, it's better not to say anything. You just show them your thumbs up sign or some other sign that's in. The second part is declaration of difficulty. Then you say something in line with, that's not easy. It's difficult. I have tried and I haven't. Many don't fail. Many have failed. Many have tried and many have failed. Something in that effect. And the last part of the triple praise is, of course, a question. It's a request for an explanation. That's the scientific name of the third part, requests for an explanation. And then you go like, how did you do that? So that's the triple praise. And that's what you need to practice with anyone. Find a victim from anywhere, even from the local store, whoever you.
Local store.
And then you subject them to your triple praise. See what happens. You'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, it will be fun. But I definitely think that needs to be our solution focused exercise this week, the triple praise. We're going to practice those steps. I'm going to put them in the show notes. And I'm sure I'm going to get feedback on that one because that's great. And I'm going to practice it too. That's the thing is I love the fact that I can say, "Oh yes, I'm a counselor." But guess what? I'm a parent too. I'm right there with it. So I'm going to be practicing the triple praise. I know that we all will be. And I appreciate that you were able to lead us out with our solution focused practice for the week.
And one more thing, when you
Yes.
write it in the practice note, don't forget to write that when you ask them, how did you do that? If they don't thank anyone for having succeeded, you have to ask them one more question, and that is, who helped you? Who helped you?
Who helped you with this?
Who
Yes.
helped you?
Get their
Who
mind thinking.
inspired you? Who
Yeah, get their mind
inspired you?
thinking. I love that. They're simple questions